week's in. We're ready to go. Week 8 doesn't have a lot of my boys from the Big 12 Conference. In fact, there's only 2 games in conference. The other teams in this league are we'll preview the 2 inter-squad matchups, plus all your games that will be on the TV tube this weekend. Stay tuned. Don't go away. This is Week 8 College Football Picks. Welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Harry James. The Big 12 Conference have 2 inter-league inter-squad games this week, and they will start at 11 a.m. on Saturday. No midweek game, just the Saturday games, where my Sooners will be on the road at TCU. The game will be on ABC. I'm not going to pick this game. If you want to hear my thoughts and some deep insight into this game, I do have a podcast that I do with the Sooner Fans Podcast. I usually do a segment with them, and you can hear my thoughts on this game and who I think is going to win there, because I don't really want to sound like a homer on this thing. Speaking of not sounding like a homer, I won't hear it. 2:30, Kansas will be in Lubbock at Texas Tech. That's the other game. It will be on Fox Sports 1, and I'm going to go with the nasty Raiders of Texas Tech. The other teams in this conference, Oklahoma State, Baylor, Texas, West Virginia, Iowa State, and Kansas State, all have byes for Week 8 in college football. But that's the Big 12. What about nationally for Week 8 in college football? We'll get started on Thursday night. Georgia State, will be at Arkansas State. Will be on ESPNU. I'm going to go with the Wolfpack of Arkansas, with the Arkansas State. Arizona State also plays at 6:30 on ESPN regular. Stanford will be at Arizona State. I'm going to go with the Fighting Hermans of Arizona State. Friday, 6 o'clock. Colorado State will be at Boise State, ESPN2. I'm going to go with the Fighting Boise's, the Fighting Broncos. And 9 o'clock, the Air Force Academy will be at UNLV on CBS Sports Network. I'm going to go with UNLV. The Saturday slates. Get your breakfast started early with the eggs and bacon. And sit down and watch these games, including Illinois at Wisconsin. The game will be on Fox Sports 1. I'm going to go with the Badgers of Wisconsin. ESPN will have Auburn at Ole Miss. I'm going to take Ole Miss. Cincinnati at Temple will be on ESPNU. I'm going to go with Cincinnati. Tulsa at Arkansas will be on the SEC Network. I'm going to go with Arkansas in this ball game just because it's a home game. ESPN2 will have Maryland at Iowa. I'm going to go with Iowa. And Miami of Ohio will be at Army on CBS Sports Network. I'm going to go with Army. Northwestern tries to continue their winning ways on the road at Rutgers on the Big Ten Network. I'm going to go with Northwestern. Buffalo will be at Toledo. ESPN Plus, the new station, ESPN Plus. I'm going to go with Buffalo. And Fox will have the battle for Michigan. Michigan at Michigan State. I'm going to go with Sparty. Sparty on, baby. The game will be on Fox. 11:20 a.m., ESPN3 will have a game between North Carolina and Syracuse. I'm going to go with the Orangemen. Orangemen. Let's say Orange. That game will be on ESPN3. 11:30, the University of Virginia will be at Duke. The Dukies. At ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Duke and the Blue Devils. 1 p.m. Bowling Green will be at Ohio. regular Ohio, ESPN3. I'm going to go with Ohio. Also, 1 o'clock, Idaho State will be at Liberty on ESPN3. I'm going to go with Liberty. 1:30, the AT&T Rocky Sports Mountain Network will have Utah State at Wyoming. I'm going to go with Utah State. At CBS Sports Network, we'll have Florida Atlantic at Marshall. I'm going to go with Marshall. 2 p.m., ESPN3. Charlotte will be at Middle Tennessee State on ESPN3.com. I'm going to go with Middle Tennessee. ESPN Plus will have Eastern Michigan at Ball State. I'm going to go with Eastern Michigan. And Western Michigan will be at Central Michigan, ESPN Plus. I'm going to go with Western Michigan. 2:30, the middle of the lunch of the broadcasts include ABC ESPN games. North Carolina State at Clemson on ABC ESPN. I'm going to go with Clemson. Regional coverage. The mirror game on ESPN will be Penn State at Indiana. I'm going to go with Penn State. SMU will be at Tulane on the ESPNU network. I'm going to go with Tulane. ESPN2 will have Wake Forest at Florida State. I'm going to go with Florida State. Or Akron will be at Kent State, ESPN Plus. I'm going to go with Kent State. ULL, University of Louisiana Lafayette, will be at Appalachian State on ESPN Plus. I'm going to go with App State. UTEP will be at Louisiana Tech on ESPN Plus. I'm going to go with Louisiana Tech. CBS Sports Network will have Houston at Navy. I'm going to go with Houston. The new 11 Sports Network will have Coastal Carolina at University of Massachusetts. I'm going to go with UMass. The CBS Spotlight Game of the Week will be Alabama, as they will be at Tennessee. I'm going to go with Alabama. Colorado will be at Washington on Fox. I'm going to go with Washington. And the Big Ten Network game will be Nebraska, as they will be at Minnesota. I'm going to go with the Badgers of Minnesota. 3 p.m. Memphis will be at Missouri on the SEC Network. I'm going to go with Missouri. Georgia Southern will be at New Mexico State, ESPN Plus. I'm going to go with Georgia Southern. And Cal Berkeley will be at Oregon State on the Pac-12 Network. I'm going to go with Cal Berkeley. 6 o'clock. UCF, our old buddy Josh Heupel in UCF, Central Florida, will be at Eastern Carolina, ESPN2. I'm going to go with USF. Mississippi State will be at Louisiana State University, ESPN. I'm going to go with LSU. CBS Sports Network will have University of Connecticut at South Florida. I'm going to go with South Florida. ESPN3 will have Texas State at University of Louisiana Monroe. I'm going to go with ULM. And ESPN Plus will have University of Texas San Antonio at Southern Mississippi. I'm going to go with Southern Mississippi. 6:30 p.m. ABC, The Ohio State University and Purdue. I'm going to go with Ohio State. Vanderbilt at Kentucky. I'm going to go with Kentucky. Fresno State at New Mexico on ESPNU. I'm going to go with Fresno State. ESPN Plus will have Rice at Florida Atlantic. I'm going to go with FIU, Florida International. I'm going to go with Florida International. Our old buddy Seth Luttrell, North Texas, will be at Alabama Birmingham on the BN Sports Network. I'm actually going to go with UAB in this ball game. ODU, Old Dominion, at Western Kentucky on ESPN Plus. I'm going to go with Western Kentucky. The final game, national game for the 6:30 slate. Our old buddy the Leech, the Pirate Man, Mike Leach, will host Oregon. Oregon at Washington State on Fox. I'm going to go with our old buddy Wazoo State and the Leecher. He's going to get that one. 7 o'clock, Pac-12 Network game, USC at Utah. I'm going to go with the Utes. 9:30, also Pac-12 matchup between Arizona at UCLA. ESPN2, I'm going to go with Arizona. San Diego State at San Jose State at San Diego State, also at 9:30 on CBS Sports Network. I'm going to go with San Diego State. And finally, 10 o'clock, Nevada at Hawaii on the Spy High Network, the Hawaii Network. I'm going to go with Hawaii. All right, guys, that's my picks. Now, don't take any of these picks to Vegas, all right? But if you do, I wouldn't mind some of the cheddar from there, all right? If you want my picks or you want to see any of my previews, it's not that hard. Head over to the YouTube, type in Boomer Sooner 1982. It is that easy. It's also on my Twitter handle, @HypeManHarry. It's on my Twitter, and it's on my Facebook, Harry James Taylor. All right, guys, enjoy Week 8 of college football. Bring on Week 9, baby. I'm ready. Hopefully you guys are too. Let's go.